I wanted to do a video about some skincare things that I have been using for the last couple months, and then some skincare items that I recently purchased. I got these a couple days ago, the ones that I'm going to show you. I'm going to do that towards the end of the video, but I wanted this to be kind of somewhat of an update on my Michael Todd skincare line that I have been using. I have all of my products here on the counter of everything I use from the Michael Todd True Organics line. And just to let you know, I have oily skin and it's very acne prone. So I'll touch on more about that and my skin type when it gets, you know, towards the other part of the video that I want to talk to you guys about. The Michael Todd True Organics Charcoal Detox, I really like the way this leaves my skin feeling really clean. The only thing I don't like is the fact that I have to order this online, and I do have to wait for it to be shipped here because I refuse to pay ridiculous overpriced, you know, next day or 3-day shipping. I won't. I refuse. So that's the only thing about this, is that when I'm out, I better have ordered and kept, you know, some close attention to the amount of product I have. Because if you get to the bottom when you're completely out, you have to wait or use something else, and you know, to supplement that, and that's going to cause you to break out. Now, I would think that this acne-prone oily skin cleanser is really good for those of you who had the occasional breakout, or if you have acne. If it's not the cystic kind, which is what I have, then this will work for you. This doesn't do anything for cystic acne. In Colorado is when I started using this, and my skin was more balanced. I can control the acne a little bit better. Something about Texas weather, and it's not working. This with Texas heat does not mix. So I can still use this cleanser, but I have to be careful with what other products I use after the cleanser. So this is something that if I wanted to, I could continue to use this, you know, because it's very gentle. It doesn't make my skin burn. It doesn't have anything in it that's going to irritate my skin. The only thing is, you know, the lemon juice. So there is some ingredients for the oily portion of the skin tone, like for example the tea tree oil. That's something that is used in a lot of products for oily skin. In here there is, let me see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure this one, or one of the products I'm going to show you, has willow bark extract, which I believe, if I read right or was told right, it's derived from salicylic acid. So there's a little bit of it, but not enough to really help with cystic acne. So I can continue using this. As far as my skin now, it's not going to make a difference whether I use this or something else. So I could continue using this. I like it. I would recommend it for you guys. It's a good cleanser, and if I didn't show you in my last video, I think I might have enough. Well, I can show you here. It's really, really dark, and it looks like almost like really dirty, muddy water, but it's just the charcoal in it. So I like it, and it's just a bummer because what I was told to use is a lot more expensive than this, that's for sure. So that's the sucky part of this. So the next thing is a toner. I have never really seen a purpose in toner. If you read my blog post, you already know how I feel about it. I think that they're completely pointless. It's just a way to get people to spend more money when it's, I think, absolutely unnecessary. If you clean your face really well with a good cleanser, I don't see a point in a toner. Because every toner I've ever used has had alcohol or has some sort of product that burns and irritates the heck out of my skin, and it is just, it's not cool. So, and I don't have time for that. So I need something that's going to really cleanse my skin, make my skin feel comfortable, and not make it feel tight. This does that for me. The Michael Todd Organic Lemon. It's the AHA and DMAE toner. This helps exfoliate and firm the skin, improves skin tone and texture for normal to oily and problem skin. Now, I'm pretty much out of this. I have probably maybe like a day or two worth of this in here. Right now, I'm using a toner that's part of the skincare line that I'm using. I want to kind of stick to it. I don't want to mix too many different brands and products, if you get what I mean. But this is supposed to help, clean and maintain the skin's proper pH balance. Which, if your pH balance in your skin is off, it could cause your skin to break out or have a severe reaction to something. This has an alpha hydroxy acid to ease away the appearance of fine lines, blotches, and discolorations. So this is really great. I may continue to use this occasionally. I like the lemon in it. It helps lighten up scars. So if you have a lot of scarring, that's, I would say, from, you know, mild ish acne, if you have from severe acne that's really big, or like indentions in your skin, that's not going to go away with this. But if you have just small, tiny like little red dots after you have a cystic breakout, or just a regular pimple that kind of turns like a light tannish color, is slightly darker than your normal skin tone, this will help fade it. So this is good for fading, and that's what it looks like. And if you want to find it on the website, I'll put the Michael Todd website below. By the way, I'm not sponsored in any way by the company. I like these products, but I was told to use something else that the person that cleans my skin for me every now and again knows about it, and this person is going to be my new facialist, if you want to call it that. The next thing is the Michael Todd Charcoal Jojoba Charcoal Face Scrub. Exfoliates and removes the impurities for all skin types. This is just your standard scrub. What makes this very unique from everything else that I've used or other scrubs is that the fact that these have like tiny little round wax beads in it to exfoliate. And they're completely round beads. There's not any sort of sand particles or crystals or sugar that have jagged edges, which can really scrape your skin, and you don't see it. It's not visible to the naked eye, but you'll have like microscopic lacerations in your skin, which in the long run is not going to be anything good for you. It's just going to be bad news bears from the beginning, and it's only going to be worse as you get older. So try to use something like this. I would recommend this. I like it. I have not used the scrub that's part of the skincare line that I'm on now, just because, like I said, I've only been on this stuff for a couple days. But I should have cleaned this. It's so messy in here. I'm just going to show you and keep it real so you guys can see that I actually use these things. It's really dark and gray. And when you put it on, it, excuse me, it helps exfoliate, and you can see the little beads, hopefully. You can see how it doesn't look like really sharp or like particles that really are scrapey or scratchy or whatever. It really feels really nice, and it smells nice and fresh. What I love about this whole line is that it makes me feel like I'm laying in, a spa. Like, it has that aroma to it, so it's really nice. I feel like I have something in my throat. Oh my gosh. Okay, the next thing is the Kaolin Clay Detoxifying Face Mask. This is an extra absorbent oily combo skin, acne prone skin type of product. I have the little mini from the Discovery Kit. I didn't buy it because a mask for me will last the rest of my life. You only need just a little bit of this, like a quarter size for my whole face. This does leave a little bit of a stinging effect. I think I just got scrub all over me. Anyways, when I first put it on, I feel like a little bit of stinging going on, and then after a little bit, maybe a minute or two, it'll dry and it'll be fine. But initially, you're gonna feel a little bit of a sting going on. It's like super dirty. I should have cleaned this. It's so embarrassing. You see how dirty this is? I'm totally horrible at this. I should have cleaned this, but look at the color, and it smells kind of funky. I'm gonna be honest. But I don't really feel like this does a lot, and I guess it's a good thing that I didn't buy this full size, because I feel like this doesn't really do a lot. At first, it was like, oh, this is great, because it was new, and I was like, yeah, that's why I did a first impressions, and not a complete review of it like I am now. But this is decent. If you want to use a mask that's part of the same skincare brand that you're using, if you're gonna switch to this, then try it. But if you want, you can find other ones, other places. You can find some that are even cheaper at the drugstore that work just the same, or if not better. So I don't think this is a necessary purchase. So again, that's a Kaolin Clay, and that's what the packaging looks like. It'll be a different packaging in the full size. And the next thing is the Michael Todd Moisture Light Non-Oily Hydrating Lotion. Controls oil and shine, won't clog pores, normal to oily and combo skin. I really, really love the way this smells. I feel like I'm just walking, like I have lemon juice just all over me. Like I'm a walking basket of lemons. It smells incredible. It's just so fresh. It smells like you just sliced open a lemon and you just squeezed fresh juice. Like, that's what it smells like. It smells amazing. Now, this is a great product for those of us who are not so oily, or for those of us who don't live where I live. So basically what I'm trying to say, I don't think that came out right, but anyways, if you live in Texas, I live in Texas, it's over 100 degrees. That doesn't mix very well with moisturizers, period, let alone this one. This worked perfect for me when I was in Colorado because the weather's a little bit drier. Where, you know, the altitude is, you know, really high. It's like 7,000, I believe, maybe even higher than that, above, you know, sea level. Where here, Texas is flat, it's dry, it's humid, it's disgusting. I don't even know why I came back to this place. But this cannot work for me any longer because this, with the 100-degree weather outside, just makes me look like I just splashed my face with water. Like, that's how greasy and oily I look. I love it for Colorado weather, but here it's a no-go. Would I recommend these products? I would. I like them. I enjoy them. I can't use a moisturizer, like I said, because you know, it's too hot here, and with the sweat and heat, it doesn't work well. But I like everything else. It doesn't really help with my cystic acne, but again, the only way that I have ever really been able to completely control that is by taking prescription antibiotics, which is called doxycycline. And then I was prescribed Retin-A cream or tretinoin, whichever one. It's the same thing, two different names. But it's the same thing, and that really helps get down to the root of the problem. But things like that, you can't be breastfeeding, you can't be pregnant, you can't, you know, I mean, you could be around kids, but, you know, it's kind of right now at the stage that my son's in, you know, he's still such a little baby, and I don't want to have that on my skin and then risk him touching it or getting on, you know, on his skin and it harming him in any way. So if there's a warning of it could cause birth defects if you use it while you're pregnant, then I don't want anything to do with it right now. I may eventually, after I stop breastfeeding, sometime down, you know, the road, I may go back on it because I know that that really does help. So if you have really severe acne, I'm going to do a video all about acne and my, you know, experiences. I feel like I got a hair on me. With my experiences, what I've been through with the dermatologist, what I've been through recently and in the past. So if you have any specific questions about acne, leave them below so that I can address them in that video. I am going to be doing some other videos and get that up as soon as possible. So just leave your questions below and I'll try to do my best to answer them, or find out some sort of website or link that I can put below to help you in your quest for answers. Now, I can't really tell you a lot about these just yet because 3 days of using it is not enough for me to say, yeah, go out and buy it, because like I can form an opinion on Mycotop because I've been using it since April. But I know that two different climates and, you know, different states really, you know, have to do with the way your skin looks, and I will, you know, talk about that in a different video. So I went and got a facial done because, like I said in the beginning of the video, I've been breaking out with a lot of cystic bumps everywhere. It's hormonal. I think it has a lot to do with the weather and also my medication that I'm on. So I kind of got tired of seeing my face that way. It was really red, really nasty, and it happened at the worst time. I had my in-laws that came to visit us, and, you know, that's just, you know, great. You know, I have family visiting, my mom is here, and then I'm just breaking out like nobody's business. Like, seriously, can I get a break? So it was just bad, and I just went to my best friend's friend who also works in the same salon as she does, and they do hair, and it's like, you know, massages and facials and treatments and things as such. So I went there and got a facial. I said, what the heck, you know, I'm really picky when it comes to facials because I've never been really, let's just say I've never really been happy. I've never really saw a point in spending $75 when my face just looks clean, nothing different, nothing special, you know. But she was really good. I have really high expectations, so that's why I don't get facials on a regular basis, because I'm never really completely satisfied. She recommended for me to use Dermalogica skincare. Now, that's a skincare line that you can find at some, you know, medical offices, and also you can find it at Ulta. So that's where I got my products from. She said I basically have oily skin, because what she did was she washed my face with the cleanser that she uses on all her clients, and then she pat my face dry and used a black light, and I was able to use a handheld mirror to see where I'm, you know, oily and whatever. So I'm oily right here where my pores are larger in this area, and oily on my nose and on my chin. I'm a little bit drier up in the forehead area, and she really didn't say much about my cheek area. I'm still kind of, you know, I guess you can say a little bit oilier in this area as well. But she said to use products that are made for combo skin, because things for oily skin are going to work on my oily patches, T-zone area, but in the other areas where it's more normal or more dry or combination, it's going to dry out those areas. And that's probably why I have, you know, a lot of dry patches, especially my nose has been peeling like crazy. My chin is so dry. So I went to Ulta with my mom to shop and get some things, and she said that I needed to use a special cleansing gel from Dermalogica and the active moisturizer from them. So I got the kit for normal to oily skin, and I'm gonna give this a try because every single product from them is very expensive. The Active Moist, the smallest bottle, which is this size, is like $10. And then the largest bottle, I think it's like $48 or like $52. The Active Moist is also another very expensive. I think the small one is like $38. The large size is in the 50s, somewhere along in the $50 price range. So it's very expensive for me to cough up that kind of money and it not work, especially with what I've tried in the past. I've tried the Dermalogica Medebac line, which is like, it's white with a little bit of green. It's made for acne. That does not work. It's horrible. It's so severely drying. Don't try it. Don't waste your money. So I got this one because it has a 1.7 ounce special cleansing gel, and then it has a little small moisturizer to Active Moist, not quite an ounce, but I'm going to give it a try. It's all travel size products. So I get the toner, which is called the Multi-Active Toner. I get the Skin Prep Scrub, which is, you know, I guess I shouldn't say not recommended, just not told that I needed to go out and buy it. And then I also get a sample of an eye cream, which, you know, everybody can use an eye cream, or at least I hope you guys are. So I'm trying this because I want to use things that are going to help kind of balance things out. The Active Moist is an oil-free moisturizer, so make sure that if you're acne prone, everything that you use, from foundations to face powders to moisturizers, make sure that they're oil-free, because oil is going to break you out. It's going to suffocate the skin, clog your pores. It's no buenos. There's nothing good about it. So basically, the Dermalogica, on the back of the box, it says the Dermalogica Normal Oily Skin Kit is your complete regimen, controlling oil production where you need it, while hydrating other areas for healthy, balanced skin. Use day and night to restore critical hydration levels while balancing oil production for healthier skin. So if you are oily in some spots, normal, combo, dry, they have kits that are made for each skin type, and you can also buy the products individually as well. So like I said, so far so good, but it's only been 3 days. This is what she recommended for me to try, and she said to use spot treatments for my breakouts. Instead of using it all over my face, just use it where I need it, which I was doing that before, but I feel like some of the other products I was using with the Mycotot were too aggressive and too harsh. So she said to use a either a 1% or 2% salicylic acid on my blemishes, but she said that a lot of the drugstore brands that have salicylic acid treatments, they're buffered, which means you don't have a high concentration. There's 2% of it in there, but it's mixed with a ton of different other ingredients. So by the time you put it on and the salicylic acid gets to work, you hardly have anything on there, or not even the 2% on your acne. So she recommended the Murad line for spot treatments because she likes it. It's more, I guess I should say that the ingredients in Murad are a little bit more potent and a little bit stronger, so they're going to be more efficient and effective than something over the counter, like drugstore. I mean, think of Walgreens, for example. She also said to look at the Mario Badescu. Now, I've used a couple things from the Mario Badescu line. You get that at Ulta. I like it because everything is categorized by letters. Like on the side, you will see on here, hopefully my camera will focus, for skin type, it says C and O, which means combination oily. It'll have an N for normal or a D for dry, and you use products according to the label on them, what they're made for. This is the buffering lotion, which I have a friend of mine who works at Ulta that has cystic acne as well, and she also has the same thyroid problem as me. Go figure. And so she said this is going to be my new best friend because this is actually made to be an effective overnight spot treatment formulated specifically to target deep cystic blemishes and large clusters of acne. Now this smells very strong like alcohol because alcohol is the second ingredient, but she said this is going to help really dry out the pimple and just dry out that area and be effective for that type of acne. So we'll see. I've used it for 2 days. This one I have here was really, really painful yesterday. So I put this on last night and I woke up today and it's still there. Not quite as big and definitely not as painful as it was. So I can say that, but I don't want to say too much without really knowing. So I'm going to keep you guys posted because if this works, I want to share that with you guys because I'm sure there's some of you watching right now or know somebody that has cystic acne. And if I can help you, then I feel great about that. And I want to, you know, give you guys good recommendations for things, especially if I've tried them or have been told, hey, you know, try this out, it might help you with your acne or that type of acne. I'll let you guys know, I'll keep it posted. So I'm going to do a video eventually at some point with my thoughts on what I just showed you. So I hope that this video was not too long, but I hope that it was informative as well for you. Again, leave your questions below, or any tips and anything that you know that's helpful for someone like me with cystic acne, or other people who are going to be watching this video. Leave anything that you know that could be helpful, any little detail that you know can be helpful to somebody, so just leave it below. I appreciate you doing that for me. Also, like I said, questions below, leave them so that I can put them in the video. I'll put my link to my Twitter so you can follow me. I post something on there pretty much almost every single day. Also, I've been doing my blog, so keep tabs on my blog. I did a post on the my last blog post was the Milani brow pencil that I've been using, so I did a review on that as well. So I try to get this video up as soon as possible. So thank you guys for joining me for this video, and I hope you got something out of it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.